I think
Okay.
it's dining room.
Where are you? Are you here?
Show me your tit.
Hi everyone, I'm Sloppy, and today we're going to talk about 5 ways that you can get better, or 5 tips rather. We're going to talk about 5 different things you can do to be better at Phasmophobia. The first one I want to talk about is having the right items when you go into a cold house. Problem is, a lot of these new players are going to jump in, grab whatever's available, and run straight in. When you go in, you want to grab scanning items. You don't want to grab stationary items. So don't be that guy that runs in with like a book, dots, and like salt. Like that does nothing for you. So what you want to do is go in with items like the EMF. You want to go in with video cameras to look for orbs. You want to go in with the thermometer for temperature. My favorite, the parabolic microphone. On a lesser scale, you could go in with a spirit box or the UV flashlight. They're going to help you, but on a much lesser scale. So go in with the most important things, the ones you can sweep with. You can walk around with an EMF out. You can walk around with the camera and night vision and look for those orbs. And the parabolic microphone is going to help you sweep these larger areas. And we'll do a special one on that because that is I feel like we could do a whole video on that one. Number 2 is stage your equipment. Don't be that guy who's leaving a trail of crap all the way out to the van. If you're not done using something, drop it next to the room. It helps you identify what room you're in, as well as allow anyone else to pick up those items that you already had.
Oh.
Yep. I don't have
You
the
have a
camera.
camera?
I put it down here. It's here.
Oh, it's chasing. It's chasing.
There. It helps to have these things close by and on hand, so leave a stockpile. And if there's nothing for you to do at the moment, if someone else is in there alone doing the chatterbox because it's a shy ghost, or if someone is in there trying to get a picture of a ghost and you don't want to risk the whole team during a hunt, stock up on items to bring in to help. Which leads me to number 3. Use everything that you can. There are a few cases where this can bite you in the ass, but generally speaking, you can take the original flashlights, those UV lights and the glow sticks, and you can take those and use them to mark safe paths or hiding spots. Drop glow sticks in doorways where there's an open closet, or set the flashlights up leading you to a hiding spot so that when you're running, you don't need to turn on that flashlight. Because a lot of you may not know, but the ghost will be more drawn to someone who has an item active in their hand, like a flashlight or a camera. So setting these across the floor, really good, so you can get away quicker without the risk of the ghost chasing you. Now, like I said, there are a few ghosts that draw from electronics, and they'll be stronger because of all the electronics in the area. So this is one you want to take with a grain of salt. And number 4 is don't just verify, but re-verify. If you have freezing temps, look for the breath. If you get spirit box, use that to find a better placement for the cross. Where are you?
Unclear.
We got spirit box. What do you want?
What?
Are you here? Where are you? Are you here?
Yeah.
When you're using salt, for example, you also want to set down a glow stick next to it or on top of it, or a UV light shining on the floor, so that if you get the footprint through the salt, you can then immediately look for UV footprints, because these are going to give you different clues. And that leads me into number 5, which is reading your journal. The ghost page on the journal, that's going to tell you a lot more, and it's going to make it a lot easier because you don't need all 3 clues. And in Nightmare, you're only getting 2. Go to that video and take a look, because the clues are going to give you a lot more than being able to check off 3 and narrow it down. Like I was saying earlier with the UV light, if you get handprints on the doors and one of them has 6 fingers on it, that's going to tell you a lot more than getting 3 clues. That's going to narrow it down immediately. So you really want to pay attention to what it says about individual ghosts, especially with the new ones coming out like the Diogen and the Morai. Those have very, very identifiable behaviors that are going to give you a lot more than trying to get all 3 clues and risking hunts along the way. And as you're narrowing it down, you're going to want to read each ghost, especially when you only have 2, 3, 4 ghost options. Go through and read those individually, because some of the stuff in there is lore, but when it talks about weaknesses and strengths, that's where you're going to get the real juicy information to help you narrow it down. Yeah, that's it. I mean, if you want to know more, let me know down in the comments. If any of this stuff was helpful to you, definitely let me know. I appreciate it.